that even possible? I don't know. Imagine if Sebastian's story just ended right here. The wall just sandwiched in too far that you couldn't squeeze through it, and you were just stuck between the garage door and the other wall of the building. You're just stuck there for eternity, and Sebastian's story ends. He's like, fuck! God, I wonder if Kidman or Joseph would find him.
Godlike!
What is up, guys? This is Godlike Man, and I almost derped super hard. It's pretty funny. I almost started recording without my headset plugged in. That would have been incredible. I don't know how long it would have taken me to figure out that I wasn't recording my audio. That would have been, like, pretty fucking funny. Although it would have sucked if I saved. Then I would have been, like, bitching all over the place. Because, like, that's... Actually, I'm just taking in how fucked over I'd be from that. I'd be so fucked over, like, I'd permanently lose that footage. It's not like I can go back. Or if I really cared, I could delay the entire walkthrough altogether and wait till I beat the game and then New Game Plus Chapter 11 just to get that footage back. If I wanted to really go the extra mile, that's what I could do. But that's fucking incredible. And the amount of effort that would take is insane. Got it. Usually I fucking miss and I have to wait till it circles all the way around again. But yeah, that's the first key. There's 4 keys in this level, if memory serves. And I was just thinking the other day, you know what's so fucking awesome about making videos? Even if I'm not that popular, you know what's freaking awesome? What's awesome is being able to talk about shit that no one I know in real life gives a fuck about. So whenever I make videos, I can just sit here and ramble on and on to you guys, and it's considered quality commentary. You guys give a shit what I have to say, unlike people in real life who don't. So that's pretty fucking awesome, not gonna lie. Damn, how am I full on everything? What the fuck? First collectible out. Next one isn't for a really long time, so enjoy that. And here we go, the prized possession. The weapon I've been waiting for. The fucking Magnum. So I plan on decking that thing out with all the money I've saved up. I thought that was a box. And then shortly after realized it was a cabinet. Come on, Matt. Don't you know your boxes from your cabinets? Jesus Christ. That haunted was wearing a police uniform. It's pretty scary to think about. He was keeping the peace at the hunt. Is that even possible? I don't know. Imagine if Sebastian's story just ended right here. The wall just sandwiched in too far that you couldn't squeeze through it, and you were just stuck between the garage door and the other wall of the building. You're just stuck there for eternity, and Sebastian's story ends. He's like, fuck! God, I wonder if Kidman or Joseph would find him. That's so interesting to think about. There's a haunted over there. I don't know how I'm gonna kill him. Let me think. I think I'll just do a classic pistol to the leg, and then match. I think that's a solid plan. Solid game plan. Let's do it. Bring it. That was close. Well, it took 3 bullets, but hey, it's handgun ammo. Doesn't matter. We can waste as much as we want. We could be wasteful sons of bitches. I was waiting to see if he dropped you, and he didn't. Selfish son of a bitch. Look at this guy. He's a joke. See if I can get lucky with a crit. Oh, what did I just say? What did I just say? Bitch. Hello. His mouth was wide open. He was ready to receive the bullet. Oh, he received it. Yeah. We still have 6 shots. Good shit. Now, as for sneaking up on this next guy, that could require some raw talent. I thought that was goo, but it was really his fucking bright yellow neon vest. Don't move. Don't move, buddy. Just take it. Take it quietly into the night. And away you go. And that is how you properly murder. Speaking of grenades, I should use one on the part coming up right now. But yeah, I just think it's so fucking awesome that there's shit I could yammer on about all fucking day to you guys. And I'm fucking allowed. Because you guys, you know, well, it doesn't really even matter if you care what I have to say. Not good. Oh, really? They can't... That's interesting. Alright, I think I can kill all of them here. Come on. Give me enough time. Damn it, that wasn't enough. Alright. Oh my god, beautiful. Jesus. And that's why you upgrade crit. Because crit can just get you lucky when you really need it. Now, this next part might be pretty fucking difficult. Although I know the enemies don't spawn until you pick up the key. So, I'm ready for trial and error. Because I'm thinking that's the way it's probably gonna go. Or maybe we can run past everybody. That'd be pretty awesome. I'm gonna try that. See how it works. And from here on out, my commentary is not live. What's up, guys? So, I will explain to you my reason as to why this commentary isn't live anymore in a minute. The rest of the episode is going to be not live. But first I want to explain why I just used the Magnum to kill those 2 gunmen. And the reason for that is because the gunmen are incredibly fucking annoying. They are just a nightmare to deal with in this level. Not only do they have stronger masks than all the other enemies, meaning you can't just snipe him in the face and he's dead. The bullet literally ricochets off and it does nothing. So you can't headshot them unless you're hitting them from behind or something. And even if you try to snipe them in the chest or something, at least with my sniper, because it's not fully upgraded, it takes at least 2 shots in the chest, and the guys don't flinch when you shoot them half the time, which is also incredibly annoying. And it's like these guys have aimbot, man. They aim at you just fucking instantly. They shoot you instantly. They don't miss, and you're dead instantly. You literally got to kill those guys as fast as possible, which is why I just pulled out the Magnum and killed those 2 guys just so we could be done with it, because it's just 2 Magnum shots, and half the time, every playthrough I've ever done in this game, I have always had excess Magnum ammo that I didn't need by the end of the game, so I figured, why the hell not? Let's just use those 2 shots to just get out of the way, this part. As you can see, this is the next key. It's in the water here, and you gotta fucking swim around this fucking pool like a dolphin and push the goddamn thing to shore. Now, keep in mind, if you... See how it just checkpointed? If you die in the next segment, like in the water or something, and then it checkpoints you back here, you gotta go back in the water behind you and push the damn key back and get it again. Because for some reason, it just won't checkpoint it. Like, you'll have to re-push it back and get it. So make sure you don't forget that if you're looking for all the keys. Very important. Now, the reason why my commentary is not live anymore is because Chapter 11 proved to be
one of the most nightmarish, hellish, most unenjoyable, unfun, rage-inducing things I've ever done in this game so far. Chapter 11 has proven to be such a fucking nightmare. It's literally comparable to Chapter 6 and Chapter 10. Those have been the hardest chapters in the game so far. And this chapter is fucking living up to that name. This chapter is a fucking nightmare. I'm so glad to be done with it. And the reason why this part is coming up so late, I should have had this up days ago, is because I kept quitting. I kept getting so mad at Chapter 11 and getting so frustrated that I'd be like, fuck this, I don't want to play anymore, and I'd just drop it for the day. And sadly, my content is coming up late because of that, and I apologize to you guys for that. But sometimes the game gets on my nerves, and it just kills my mood to want to play, and I'm not even capable of making a good commentary when I'm in a bad mood. I just sit there and fucking complain and bitch about everything, and I can't properly, commentate on the game and what's happening. So I just wanted to put it down and leave it for the next day, which is what I did. Now, as you'll notice, let's get back to what's actually happening here. In this segment, there are no bodies except the one at the very beginning, and you have just enough time to get past the first two pools with the one body. But for this segment, I never knew that pathway I just used on the right side of the pool was even there. I've beaten this game 4 times, and I didn't know that was there. Now, you might not have wanted to jump in the water as soon as I did, because the fucking fish guy was literally right there when I jumped in. And that might not have been the best idea, but he didn't catch me anyway. It didn't matter. The distance from the runway to where you're trying to get to is so short that it just didn't matter. He couldn't catch me. So that was good. I didn't even know that part was possible without the use of how many bodies the other difficulties gave you to traverse the pools of water. I didn't even know it was possible, so that was really interesting to figure that out. Luckily, I didn't die. I didn't have to retake any of that footage. It was one shot, one try. It went perfectly well, so that worked out. Now, for this next segment, I actually do end up using, I can't speak English today, the Magnum in this segment as well. Now, whether or not you guys want to use the Magnum is completely up to you. It really all depends on what kind of ammo you're looking at by this point in the game. For me, I'm really nervous in my playthrough because I'm kind of running low, especially on spare parts. I'm almost out of them, and I'm terrified that that's going to impact my file by the end of the game. I'm really scared. I'm hoping I have enough ammo to finish the game. Excuse me. But, yeah, so because I'm running dangerously low on ammo, and I don't want to use any more spare parts to make any more bolts unless I absolutely have to. By the way, you should always burn all these bodies before the fight starts, because it just takes care of the enemies before you start the fight with the fake Ruviks. However, be warned, the longer you take, like if you see the blue pulsating shit every once in a while from the garage door, if you take too long to walk over here, this will happen, like, with or without you. Even if you're not close to the door, the fake Ruviks will spawn, even if you're not ready for it. So just make sure you burn the bodies quickly and get into position quickly, because you want to be close to this guy if you're doing it the way I am. The one Magnum shot won't kill him, but luckily it does knock him down and you get to burn him. Now, there's some stragglers around here, but if you just kill the fake Ruviks, everyone in the room dies. Now, I missed that Magnum shot, which really sucked. You don't ever want to miss with this damn thing, because Magnum bullets are so valuable. Luckily, that shotgun blast killed him, and killed the enemy in front of me as well, so I didn't even have to worry about it. So, I used 3 Magnum bullets, one of them missed, so that was an accident. Don't do that, don't miss, especially with the Magnum, because you don't get much ammo. I noticed Akumu gives you significantly less, and, yeah, just one shotgun shell was all it took, plus a bunch of matches. And you get a bunch of matches in this room. So we barely used any ammo. In my opinion, I did really well in this room. And conserved ammo as best I could. But again, it kind of sucked that I had to use the Magnum at all. But again, I don't know what else I could have done. Like, if I had explosive bolts, that might have been ideal on the fake Ruvik. But then again, one Magnum bullet wouldn't even take down the fake Ruvik in one shot. So the explosive bolt might not have either. very important, don't forget that Magnum ammo is in this room. I just picked it up, so make sure you grab that. The Magnum ammo is so important. You need it for the end of the game, because there's a brutal fight in the last chapter where you have to fight 2 keepers at the same time, and that is what I save all my Magnum ammo in the game for, so I could just unload on those motherfuckers and kill them as fast as possible, because they are very powerful, they're very fast, and very scary. So, I highly recommend saving your Magnum ammo for the most part for that part in the game. Those were the only 2 times I used the Magnum in this entire chapter. Don't forget to pick up all the goo, because the fake Ruviks drop 1,000 each, which is pretty good, and then all the rest of the enemies. So, and there's some more spare parts. I was really happy about that. But, yeah, I'm trying to do, see, I couldn't do this commentary that I'm doing right now for you guys while I was playing, because I was just so frustrated with literally every segment that started. I died. I must have died in every room except the water part. I did that in one shot. But I died at every single segment several times over and over. This whole chapter took me so long to complete. It was literally just trial and error the entire time. Now, the save point forces you to go in this room when you walk up to it. But there is a collectible in here, so there's the missing person poster. Pick that up. And there's also a newspaper. So once you're done in here, I just save and I leave. Now, for this part, oh my god. Guys, I hope you guys are prepared for this part, because this is one of the most nightmarish parts in the entire chapter. One of the most hellish parts in the entire game. Now, I don't say that lightly, but there's a reason why the parts in this chapter were so hard for me specifically. And that's because I am very strict with my usage on ammo. I don't like wasting a lot of ammo and a lot of useful shit on all the enemies I run into. I like saving all my stuff for the end of the game, especially because I know I'll need it. Now, this rifle guy's a prick. The only way to get him to come out of hiding like that is to flash bolt like I did. And you can't shoot him in the face as far as I know, so just shoot him in the chest twice. Be very careful, because he's just like the other gunman. He has like aimbot. He'll instantly shoot you, so don't even give him a chance, because he'll kill you in one shot. And this next part is pretty difficult. I highly recommend doing it with crossbolts. As I'm about to demonstrate, you have to be so ready to do that as fast as possible. And you need to aim exactly right about where my reticle is, and just shoot there every time the garage doors opens, because there's going to be 3 guys there for the first 3 open doors. That's the second group. And one freeze bolt, as long as you hit all 3, just kill them all every time, and it's super easy. Now, for the third group, one guy always runs out of range of my bolt, which is this guy, but he always goes to run up the ladder. Now, you may see a little bit of sloppy gameplay from me at times, like I should not have missed that shotgun shell. But by the time I finally got past this point, I was so fed up, I just wanted to get past it, so I didn't care if I did bad or good. Now, for the 4th door open, specifically these 2 enemies right here, they're luck-based. They don't always spawn. So I got unlucky and they spawned for me. I know this because I redid this 1,000 times and I kept dying here. And every time you do it, it's different. So those 2 guys may or may not be there, but these 2 guys always are. Now with this grenade throw, you gotta get lucky here too, because that doesn't always one-shot them. Like, I just got lucky and it one-shot them just now. So that's what I mean by how this chapter is pretty luck-based. This guy is the biggest fucking bitch in the world. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot shoot him, so don't contest him. The second the door opens, he will instantly shoot you. If any body part of yours is visible or exposed, he will kill you. Do not try to outshoot him. No matter what you do, he will win. So just, I highly recommend doing what I just did, which was using the grenades on him, and I was able to throw them over the cover that I was hiding behind without making my body exposed. And I would always throw the grenades out before the door actually opened, because you can get incredibly unlucky and he could shoot your hand, because your hand goes up to throw the grenade and it leaves you slightly exposed, like 1 frame. where you're exposed. So you want to be really careful with that. I am doing so much talking that I need to fucking catch my breath, and I need a drink of water because I'm talking nonstop and I need a break. So, just one quick sec, guys. Alright, I went and got some water, so now I can fucking keep talking. Jeez, it's really hard to keep talking nonstop like that. I don't do that often. It's very difficult to be able to have that much to say in such a short span of time. But anyway, I'm trying my best. It's upping my verbal skills. Now, as soon as you jump down here, there's a rifle guy. You can just headshot him like that, like I just did. His mask isn't strong enough to ricochet the bullet. But, like I said, those guys have aimbot. I got incredibly lucky that he missed me. So, just try your best there, guys. But what's really nice about this room is there's like a bunch of fucking bear traps around here, and you could get a lot of spare parts from this. I'm actually, as I said earlier, that I'm really scared that I'm running so low on spare parts. What I've started to do is whenever I hit a checkpoint and there's literally like a time bomb, or rather a proximity bomb in the vicinity, like shortly after a checkpoint or something, I'll try to disarm it. And then, if you die, it doesn't matter, because you just restarted the checkpoint. And then you have infinite retries, so to speak, to keep getting the spare parts. Reason why I didn't try it here is because, say I got the bombs, or actually no, that is entirely not true, because there's a checkpoint at the generator. I should have tried to get the bombs here. But, or actually no, that's not entirely true either. I keep lying. Because if I failed to get the bomb, and then the bomb blew up, and then I'd have to go back down and kill the rifle guy again, that'd be a bit of a pain in the ass. So, that's probably why I opted not to get the bombs here. But, yeah, if you ever come across a situation like that, where you have a checkpoint, and there's a bomb close by, and you know you can, like, save your game or something, or hit another checkpoint shortly after, do that if you're running low on spare parts like I am, because I am, and I'm so scared, because spare parts are so valuable. Like, their value is fucking limitless. The ability to make whatever bolt you need right when you need it is incredible. It's so good. Now, so my first grenade throw there like really sucked. It like completely missed him. I hit him with the second one. This firefighter guy is so annoying. He's so fast and he gets up there so quickly. And again, here's another point of what I'm talking about when it comes to luck factor. I actually died here, but I edited it out so you didn't see it. But the first time I attempted this guy I'm punching in the face right now, the reason why I'm punching him is because I'm waiting for the fat guy to come. Because the first time I did this when I died, there was a fat guy here too. There was 3 enemies, the firefighter, this dude, and a fat guy. And the fat guy's just not spawning for like no reason. He was just there. Literally, I just died and he was there. And now he's not, for no reason. So after waiting for forever long, I just fucking kill him. And now I am, like, so scared right now, because I'm wondering where the fuck the fat guy is, and if he's just going to run out and scare the shit out of me, so I take a very cautious approach. But there are several points in this chapter where it's luck-based, and we're actually coming up to an incredibly difficult segment right after this one, where you gotta ride the little, what's it called? The trolley cart across the rail, or whatever the hell that is. I don't even know what to call it. That part is insanely hard. We're coming up to it very shortly, and I'll explain more about it then. But it just... This chapter was just such a nightmare. I can't get over how hard it was, and how many times I died. Excuse me. Now, this is pure bullshit. That guy keeps hiding behind the cover, and you have time to poke your head out like this. And I shoot the bomb, and it completely just doesn't even faze him. Like, how realistic is that? He's standing behind that wall. In real life, that would have blown the shit out of him. Just because one little puny little wall of the side that goes up to your waist isn't going to protect your full fucking body, man. So don't tell me it will. So I just shotgun him because I don't want to have to deal with him, like, aimbotting me. So I just killed him, got him out of the way. And on those guys, like, I'd love to not waste shotgun shells on them, but specifically, those guys are so annoying, because like I said, you can't headshot them, because of their stupid masks, and they have aimbot, which is incredibly difficult to deal with. Now, for this part right here, oh my god, guys, you have my sympathies and my best wishes. I hope you guys can get through this part. without too much trouble. As you'll notice, there's absolutely no items in the trolley. Normally on the other difficulties, there's tons of goodies in there. Akumu gives you none because it's a heartless son of a bitch. Now, when you first do this part, the first two guys that are going to spawn on your left, as you'll see in a minute, first of all, you're always going to want to stay crouched like this whenever you can. Those first two guys to your left, you don't need to kill them. You don't have to. Now, if you choose to opt the way I'm doing this, there are some times where you will get unlucky, and they can hit you at an odd angle sometimes, but it's very rare. What you're going to want to do here is prioritize the machine gun dudes and the Molotov guys, because they are incredibly hard to dodge. So as you can see, I killed the first 4 guys with my handgun as soon as they spawned, and always stay crouched so that the axes that people are throwing don't hit you. The axe guys aren't a priority. You don't really need to kill them that badly. They're not that important because they miss half the time. With this guy, you really want to wait until he fully stops to shoot him, and kill that Molotov guy as fast as you can, as I did.
Interesting.
Yeah, the harpoons actually really come in handy here because they one-shot every enemy. Now you want to be as fast as possible here. You got to kill those 2 guys that I just did on the top balcony as fast as possible. If you don't, they're going to be lobbing shit at you all day, and it's instant. You got to do everything I'm doing here as quick as possible. I can't stress that enough. Now, this is so fucking stupid. I keep missing the goddamn barrel. I wasted like 4 bullets trying to get it. Now, there's 1 gunman left behind you. And I got lucky here. I'm not even sure if he can hit me the way I'm angled. Like, I don't know if I could be hit here. Like, he shoots again right now, and every bullet misses. I don't know if that was because of a cutscene or what, but I got really lucky at the end there. I was just too afraid to contest him, because I felt like if I had to pop my head up to try and shoot him, he would have just aimbotted me. So I didn't bother. I just sat there and wait. But you guys have no idea how many times I died there. Like, it was awful. It was a nightmare. It took me almost like a full hour just to get past that part. It was really brutal. Now, this part is also really important. You're going to see this gap here. Make sure you run and jump to the other side, because if you miss this handgun ammo, mind you, it's not much. It's only 2 shots. But if you miss it, that sucks, because the game doesn't give you that much magnum ammo. There's the next collectible. And you're going to want to get as much of it as you can. So just don't forget to grab that, because if you fall down the gap before jumping to the other side to pick it up, you can't restart checkpoint, because the game didn't checkpoint you. So you'd have to do the whole fight over again if you missed that ammo. And that's not worth. Trust me. Now, these vending machines are pretty nice because they have tons of goo. There's the next key. And there's a bomb. Now, here's what I was talking about earlier. The game just checkpointed me, which means I can infinitely attempt to open this bomb. Originally, I didn't think of this, and I was just trying to pick up the key and looking for an odd angle where I could, but no matter what, the bomb's right on top of it. I had to disarm it in order to pick up the key. So, luckily I got it right on the first try. But again, if you fuck that up, it really doesn't matter, because there's a checkpoint right behind you. So you just keep attempting to get that. And the bombs are great for spare parts. Pretty sure they give you like 2 each or so, something like that. And the next collectible is also in this room, which is a tape recorder. But first, before I go into the save to get more collectibles, I just run around the room here and pick up the ammo. Ammo is so scarce. Like, they give you... I just got like 1 shotgun shell. Like, what the fuck is that? I can't believe the amount of ammo. This Akumu mode is just so heartless. Or mainly this chapter. Like, I haven't felt this way about a chapter since fucking Chapter 10, which was 1 chapter ago. Now, that bomb, I leave it there for now. I actually do go back and try to disarm it after I save my game. And I just completely realized, rewatching this footage, that I missed sniper ammo on the fucking table. God damn it. I didn't even see it while I was playing, but I just saw it right now. I'm being so perceptive in watching my footage as I commentate. Commentate is not a word, but I say it a lot because I feel like it should be a word. It feels like it should be, and it pisses me off that it isn't. But anyway, so here's the next collectible. I actually completely found it by accident because I was walking around the room wondering, hey, what if there's anything down here? And I ended up finding an audio tape, so that was cool. Worked out. It was worth. But yeah, fucking, I'm so pissed that I missed that sniper ammo. That's bullshit. Not that it really matters, because I have a ton of it at the save point. And there's the next collectible. Now, I'm pretty sure, actually, that there aren't any collectibles in the save room itself, so you don't have to go in there. But I do anyway to not only use the key I just picked up, but save my game. And since I saved my game, I was able to disarm the bomb, which, as you can see, it's gone now because I disarmed it. But yeah, see, there was sniper ammo right past that table I just walked by. I am so sad that I missed that. Normally, I'm super perceptive about those things, and I don't miss shit. So that makes me really unhappy. I'm so sad to see that. Like, I'm so disappointed in myself. After this video, I think I'm gonna go in the closet and hang myself tonight. I'll have to work on my will. So, this next part, I actually make a pretty fatal mistake here. As you can see, there's one body in the room, but you don't even need to shoot it. I made a mistake. Even when I did this part, I was like, should I shoot this? Do I even need to? Because once you get past the door that opens, you're safe. Like, once you get under the door here, the fish guy in this room can't catch you. Like, he does come in here, as you're about to see, but he's not in here right now. You don't need the body to get in here. So, just don't waste ammo on that body. And then what I do is I swim directly up the staircase. That's what you're going to want to do. And then, as you can see, the fish guy follows you in, but you really didn't even need to worry about him. So, again, don't shoot the body. It's a waste of ammo. But yeah, so, come up here. Gives you a checkpoint, which is pretty cool. And there's a sniper guy, as you can see, way over there.
Hold on.
And trust me, you're going to want to shoot him. It's very important that you shoot him, because if you don't, and he sees you while you're swimming, he will shoot the skids, the boards in the water that you can jump off of, as you can see right below me. He'll shoot them, and they'll be destroyed, and it sucks if you don't have them, because they make it so much easier to get through the room. Now, again, this is going to take... I recommend doing it exactly what you see. So stand near this car. You're going to see him spawn way down there. Pick up that bottle right away, because if you try to climb a car, like I just did, Sebastian will prioritize picking up whatever's on the car before actually climbing it. So don't wait till the last second where he's just about to eat you to climb up the car, because as you can see right there, it just happened again. I picked up the bottle before actually climbing up the car. And don't just swim. Like, you have to do exactly as I'm doing now. I'm leading him to each car that I jump up of before going to the next one, because if you just swim out like right at the start, he will just catch you and eat you. So you got to do it exactly the way I'm doing it here. Now, as you can see, there's two fish guys left, but you could jump on the skid and you're safe. He can't actually get you on top of this, which totally surprises me, because it's just a wooden plank. You'd feel like he could just fucking break through that and eat you, but luckily he doesn't, so that's good. So I don't know why I didn't go just now. I actually end up waiting to shoot the body, and I'm not even completely sure if shooting this body is necessary either, but I just do it anyway because I could see two of them in the water and I was like terrified, so I shot one. And then you just swim through, and once you get through, you're fucking safe. Just go up the stairs and bam, boom, you're done. Done like dinner. But yeah, give me 1 sec, guys. It's so hard talking for this long. Alright, guys, we are back. I just needed a moment to fucking catch my breath. Very exhausting doing that. Holy shit. I've never done this before. New experiences. But yeah, so with this part is... Well, actually, I don't know if I can say this for Akumu. I don't know. But all I know is on survival difficulty, I actually did this room fully stealth. I stealth killed every enemy in this room. If I had an explosive bolt, that'd be perfect. See how they're all standing next to each other next to the window? That would be the perfect moment to use an explosive bolt. But since I didn't have one, and I wasn't willing to make one either, so because I would have had to use the very little amount of spare parts that I still have. So far, the only thing I've used the spare parts for is making those 3 ice bolts, and in my opinion, those were worth it. They were crucial for that garage door segment, because man, that is really hard without them. The ice bolts are by far the best weapon to use at that moment. But yeah, you actually can. It is possible to do this room by stealth killing every enemy. I actually tried it at first here, but I fucked it up. and the guy down the hall sees me. Again, I don't know if it's possible on Akumu mode, but I did do it on survival, I know that much. So now that they all know I'm here, I have no choice really but to use the shotgun because there's fucking a ton of them. And whenever you have a linear hallway like that, it's perfect to burn bodies because they'll all line up single file, and then if you burn one body, chances are you'll kill like fucking everyone in the room. And luckily I had just enough time to match that guy. So really I only used, I think, 2 shotgun shells there, and might have been 3, I wasn't counting. And just matches. That's all I needed there, so it worked out pretty well. Like every time I have had to use the shotgun, I didn't really waste bullets, so it's been good. And I still have a ton of extra shotgun ammo at the save point, so I think I'm still pretty good. Now I just spend the rest of the time picking up everything before I set Kidman free. But there isn't much in the room, so don't even worry about it really. And they actually changed this quick in-game event with Kidman. On the other difficulties, she actually kills 2 of the enemies for you, because you're about to have 3 enemies break through that door. She actually kills, she's supposed to kill 2 of them for you, but on Akumu mode, she doesn't do fuck all, and you gotta kill all of them on your own. But she does shoot them. But yeah, I actually died here the first time, because I was like, why is the Kidman shooting them? And then I realized that I had to do it, but they had already gotten too close and killed me. That guy fucking sucked. Tried to fucking Captain Planet me and he failed. I just stuttered like a motherfucker. I don't know why. I never stuttered. That was really weird that I did that. It sounded weird. I'm not known for stuttering. That reminds me, I had this kid in my class named Haley in one of my English classes in high school. And I felt so bad for the girl because she stuttered like crazy. And I felt like every time the teacher called on her to like publicly speak in front of the classroom or something, or do a presentation or some shit, or read a line from a textbook, I feel like the teacher was punishing the poor girl. There's the next key. Don't forget to open that elevator. But yeah, I felt so bad for her because like she was just so embarrassed to publicly speak. She could talk completely fine to like her friends and shit, but every time she had to openly talk, she would stutter so much, and I always cringed listening to her. I felt so bad for her because she must have been so embarrassed. The worst thing that would ever happen to me whenever I had to do that was my face would get red, and because I'm a white guy, that is incredibly noticeable. It sucks for me. But yeah, so you can like totally tell when I'm embarrassed. But I mean that's high school. That's fucking ancient. That's from the fucking Jurassic period, man. I haven't been in high school in years. It's been too long. But yeah, fucking... So there's a few goodies out here, not many. There is a collectible nearby, though. And the next segment is so bitch. Like, you'd think the chapter would die down at this point. But it really doesn't. There's another really bitch segment coming up very soon. And it's funny, I found Akumu mode's approach to it so interesting. Like, yeah, it was bitch, but on the other difficulties, by the way, I'm talking about the room with the building where it's flammable, and if you shoot, you ignite the whole building, and the whole building fucking explodes. Yeah, normally there's 2 trauma in that room, which is the big motherfucking enemy with the, like, he's extremely intimidating, very scary looking. You guys know what I'm talking about. You have to kill 2 of them in a row in Chapter 10. In that one room where I jizzed because I did it in one shot. Yeah, those enemies, there's supposed to be 2 of them in the room coming up, but they completely changed the layout of the room. Those enemies aren't even there on Akumu mode, and that's crazy. I can't believe they took them out, because those enemies are in no way easy, especially given the fact that you have to kill them with weapons that don't ignite the flame, which was why when I was in the save room, I grabbed my extra harpoons because I used 4 of them on the sequence with the trolley to kill the Molotov and the gunman. And I grabbed 4 more because I thought I would need them for the trauma in this next room coming up. But it turns out the trauma aren't even there, and then I was like, fuck. I grabbed my harpoons for nothing. So that really sucked. Hopefully it doesn't make or break my conservation of ammo. Alright, Deborah, I know I'm tainted. It's alright. Just, you know what? Just fuck off. Leave me alone. And I'll figure it out myself. I'll get Leslie to help me. Because his sole purpose in life is to be Ruvik's vessel. And help Sebastian occasionally. So, you know what? I don't need you. I don't need you, woman.
Get it open. Get it open.
Get it open. Get it open. Get it open. Get it open. Yeah. Whoa! Bust through that door. So that part's really hard to bust through that door. But if you use persistence and perseverance, you can break through it, even on Akumu mode. Anyways. So yeah, what you're gonna want to do?
Getting tired of playing games.
Fucking go through this door. Now, I edited out all my deaths except this one because this one's really funny. So as you can see, I first come in here and I'm like, I wonder if Akumu mode changed anything. And then you see this! This fucking thing! Those annoying ass things from chapter 13 that skitter around the ground, they're fucking buzzsaw blades, and they have fucking mannequins on them and they're playing clown music as they bounce around the room. And it killed me, and I got massive air. It fucking blew me across the room. It was pretty incredible. And it was funny, because when I first saw it, I nearly shat myself. Like, fucking buzzsaw coming at you with a mannequin on it playing clown music. Scarier than any trauma I've ever seen. It was really funny. It scared the shit out of me. Now, I died here so many times. Because this buzzsaw thing's a bitch. It doesn't always come this way down the hallway. Sometimes it goes forward, and you literally just have to get lucky. I ran through this whole thing. You gotta try and do it as fast as possible. It almost killed me right there. But once you get to the ladder here, you're safe. But again, you gotta get lucky. I died there like 100 times just because the buzzsaws would bounce a certain direction and hit me. And it made running past them really difficult. Now, another thing you really want to be careful of is this next part. This guy right here, he's going to run away from you as soon as you try to sneak up on him. There's two enemies in here, by the way. The guy who just ran, and there's another one. Now, he runs over here, and you're going to want to follow him, but be very careful that they don't spot you. Because if these guys spot you, they immediately ignite dynamite, and the whole building blows up. So you're going to want to very carefully sneak behind them. Which, it's not that hard, but just be careful, because on Akumu mode, enemies have maximum alertness. And if you make any sudden moves the wrong way or whatever, if the light hits you the wrong way and they happen to spot you, that's it. So, luckily, we got them both. Don't even turn off the gas. Because if you turn off the gas, the enemies that are on the other side of the fence will break through. And there's no point, because you don't even need to fight them. Normally, there's enemies in that little shipping container where I just picked up the keycard, but there wasn't on Akumu mode for some reason. But, however, when you open this door, you're going to want to be very careful because there's 4 fuckers on the other side. Instantly flash bolt them, like I just did. That's the best course of action I recommend. And just climb up the ladder. And once you get up here, they can't follow you for some reason. Or maybe they can, but I might have left the room faster than they could follow. So, I don't know if they can actually follow you, but just be super careful because they're so fast. And just flash them as soon as the door opens and run past them. That's what I recommend. No point in even wasting any ammo on them. Not that you can, because you're still in the ignitable room at that point. But yeah, and then once you get down the ladder, you're at a checkpoint. So, the next key is very shortly. And, fuck, I actually wanted to say something I completely forgot. Oh yeah, regarding the flash bolt. I actually always thought that the flash bolts would ignite the building. And I really don't understand why they don't. You'd think the chemical reaction that makes the flashbangs explode would ignite the gas in the room. I find it really odd that it doesn't. You'd think in real life that it would do that. So never once did I ever think to shoot a flashbang in that house. But apparently you're allowed to, so you can do that. And this is pretty funny. I ran right in there assuming that those bombs weren't there because on every other difficulty they're not there. And I ran right in. I didn't even think about it. I had no alertness whatsoever. I was just like, yeah, there's ammo in here. And then I just ran face first into death. So I didn't edit that death out either because it was pretty fucking funny. I actually did laugh when that happened to me. As frustrated as I was when I was playing this chapter. My god, I really hope that the other chapters aren't as hard as this one. But yeah, this is actually the last collectible in the level, aside from the key that I just shot, which you have to go run over to pick up. Now, yeah, Akumu mode added these traps that you just saw me ran into and explode. However, that's fucking plus side for me because they're just fucking tripwires, and you can just disarm them for extra spare parts, which is great for me because I need those. So I was pretty happy to see these bombs here, aside from the fact that they killed me. And the game ever so generously leaves you one shotgun shell, one sniper bullet, and one handgun bullet. Isn't the game so fucking generous, guys? Aside from these beautiful spare parts that we're getting, they gave us one bullet for every gun. Good stuff. One bullet. I can't stress that enough. Holy shit. The game is so fucking stingy. Now, I actually make a pretty big mistake here. I come in this building. All you need in here of value is this green goo on the table. And then just walk back out the way you came. Don't do what I do. For some reason, I opted to kill this guy. And I wasted 2 handgun bullets doing it. I don't even recommend fighting him. You don't even need to fight him. Because if you just come in here, grab the goo, and leave the way you came, you could still go to where you're supposed to go without having to trigger that enemy. And there's no point fighting him because there's nothing else in the room. So, don't do that. Now, there's some goo over here and the key that you saw me shoot earlier. Now, what I actually do is, as soon as I pick this up, I go back to the save room to use it again, because you don't get to go to the save point in Chapter 12, so I just wanted to do that quickly. But as soon as I finished, I cut back to where I was. As you can see, the chapter is now over. Holy shit, Chapter 11 fucking sucked dick. And I pray to God the other chapters aren't as hard, because my God, that was a nightmare. It literally made me not want to play. So, good luck with Chapter 11, guys. Seriously, I wish you all the best. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. I promise it'll come up faster.